What's up, everybody? Have you ever thought, man, I'd like to have 4 more inches? I'm pretty sure we all have. Your wife probably has too. Today I'm going to show you how to get 4 more inches in your Jeep Wrangler. So what we have here is your extensions, your seat extensions. I'm about 6'3". I have a TJ Wrangler. This thing's a little tight. We're actually going to be putting in some 4-inch extensions. I'll try to add these. Let me put a caveat here. If I like how these feel, I will add these in the comment or in the description section where you can pick these up. There is another company that I just found out about that is actually an American company. I don't think these are American. I ordered these from Canada. Nothing against Canadians, but there's some stuff about these I don't like. They look a little weak, and the ones that's made here in America look a little thicker material. These are actually 2 different pieces, but they look a little thicker. If I get these in, they feel sturdy enough, I'm just going to keep these. But if for some odd reason, like I said, they don't feel like they're not as good, or they're substandard material or something like that, because I don't like some of the bends and welds and stuff that they have in these, we may replace them with the American ones. One thing I do want to say, let me set these down really gentle. I am not using the hardware they sent. I said this in one of the other videos. I am not using this hardware. This is an equivalent of like a grade 2 bolt. And seriously, you're holding in your seats, not touching them. So I want to say though, those are like an M8 by 1 1/4, and it has almost a 3/8 head on it. You can't find an M8 by 1 1/4 with almost a 3/8 head on it. Or at least I couldn't, and I went to several specialty stores here and nobody had anything like that. But a 3/8 head bolt will almost, see if I can get that started here, will almost go. So what I'm thinking is, worst case scenario, it just pulls itself in. You can see right there, I got it actually started pretty good. And as I tighten this down, I would assume it'll just suck it up through this hole, and hopefully it doesn't break this little section right here. If it does, that means it's probably substandard equipment, because some crazy size bolt, that's crazy right there anyway. I don't even know. It makes me wonder if they hadn't have got like a discount on a faulty run of crap and said, yeah, I'll take them. I'll just make my bolt head size that size. I don't know. Maybe that's a common size up north, up in Canada. I don't know, but we don't have that here. And like I said, I went to several specialty places. But you can see right there, I do believe I can just suck this 3/8 up in there. And what this does is, see if I can pick one of these up. So if this thing sets like this right here, your factory bolt hole or screw goes in here, and it will actually go in here as well. So these actually sit underneath it, and now your seat actually bolts up to this now instead of right here. So what this little bracket does is it holds this head of this bolt so that you can tighten it down, because once you get a bolt through here, it's not going to move side to side. And then with it sucked up in this hex hole right there, it's not going anywhere there either. So your seat will actually bolt down to this bolt, and it'll hold it in place. Now I think that's a pretty cool concept. I like that. Some of the other ones I've seen, I do not believe have that, but I like that. I like how they're doing that, and how they're actually, you know, making that work where you don't have to get a ratchet up underneath it, because I think it'd be hard to get a ratchet up underneath it. But enough chit chat. Let's stick it over here, get the seat out, put these bad boys in, see how they feel. Get y'all 4 more inches. Okay, it's gonna be extremely hard to get you guys in here. Hopefully I've got you set up decent. You will need a 1/2-inch wrench. And since I use this to change out my idlers, this is a pretty strong little ratchet actually. So it's got a T50 on it, and we're gonna use it to take out one of the back bolts. I'm not sure why they used a star wrench on one of the back bolts, but they did. 3 of them are half, and one of them's a star, and it's the same way on the passenger seat. So I gotta believe they did that for a purpose. I just don't know what it is. Let's see if we can get these broke loose. Hopefully. Not bad so far. Don't want to jinx myself. Okay, so here's what we got. They don't send any instructions with this. but I think this is how it goes. I've tried it this way, and it looks like it would work really good on this side. It looks like that's how it really should go, because there's not much bend here, and I swear, I think the short end goes up here. But when we go to the other side, and we swap the short end up, it's crooked as I don't know what. It will not line up. When you push it over, it lines up here, and it gets crooked up there. And if you switch this side over here, it's not even close. So this side has to go over here, like so. But it's just not lining up. I mean, I could angle it and force it down, but it's hitting the hump right here of the metal. I gotta be honest with you guys, I'm not sure I like these. I'm not sure they'll even work. I'm not sure that company made them right. Because like I said, the elongated holes here and here, this looks like how this should go. I mean, it's short. The bolt that would actually go up underneath it is sitting on metal. When you go over here to this side, if you do, like I said, you do the same thing and line this hole up like it should go, it's almost like they made that backwards. It's like it should have bent the other way, which is why when you flip it over, it works. And maybe that one is supposed to have the long piece on that side. I don't know. That's just weird if that's how it is. This right here is how I'm going to install them. I don't know. I just don't know. It just doesn't seem like a slotted hole going this way and a slotted hole going this way. It seems like both those holes would be on the same direction. Now, you know, the bracket should be basically the same length, so it shouldn't matter back here, but I don't know, guys. I don't know. That just looks sketchy to me. And maybe they left that big hole here for this wire. Who knows? If you're going to make a product, seriously, you should send some kind of instructions with it. Don't just half-ass it and not send anything out. Quit being lazy, manufacturers. If you're going to sell a product to somebody, at least send them some instructions on how to do it. The brackets, I figured this part out. A lot of people said they couldn't figure that part out, and that's no issue, but this does not make any sense to me at all. I don't get that. So it's a fail for me, for this company. Horrible. I can't even remember what the name of the company is. I may actually wind up ordering the American-made ones, because these just seem to be junk right now, in my opinion. That's just because I don't like how that's made. It looks like they failed right there. But let's put it in, see what happens. Let's try it and see what happens. I actually did get it that time. I don't know what the difference was. Okay. Now there's a huge problem. Remember that bolt I told you about that had the star bit? Look how big that bolt is. Look how small that hole is. No way. Not even remotely close. What? Have these people ever even seen a Jeep Wrangler? Because these are for the TJ. I mean, this bolt goes in that hole for the factory because that hole is that big. So I'm going to have to drill these out. But that's crazy. That's crazy that you have to do something like that to make this work when it's specifically made for this vehicle. I don't know, guys. It's really making me have my doubts right here. I'd like to have this extra 4 inches. I may drill this out just enough to get this bolt in. I'll install it, and then I'm going to order the American ones because this is just crap. Literally, this is just crap. I don't know. I didn't like the bends and the welds to start with. Now the fit and finish is crap too. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna drill this out, get it where to work for the time being, and then I am gonna replace it. I don't recommend these to you guys. I'll put the name of the company in the description, but do not purchase these. They are horrible. It's like the company didn't know what they were doing. So let me get this drilled out and I'll be back. Okay guys, I give up. This is a fail. I believe this company's called Hooke, H-O-O-K-E. There's a company that's made in the US. It's called Mish, I think it is, M-I-C-H-S, I think that's the name of it. I will be ordering those brackets. This material is so weak that every time I'd put the drill bit in it, it would grab and yank. It just, I don't know, it was so soft, it just grabbed the drill bit. You know, a harder material will actually let it grind a little bit. The softer material just, I mean, you can see it, it just grab a chunk. Instead of taking out small pieces, it would just grab like a great big chunk and just yank the drill. I got tired of the drill yanking my wrist for something that definitely was not made right. You can see how big this bolt is. It will definitely, this is the factory bolt. It will definitely not go in that hole right there at all. It will not go in any holes in this, if I can find a hole, at all. None. So these were definitely made wrong. I don't know what they were thinking. I even believe that this bend right here is made backwards. It didn't match up. One side took the long end, I mean, on the floor. This side took the long end on top to make it right. So I believe that they should have been made this way and the bend should have went the other way. So I don't believe anything about this was made correctly. Do not buy this part. It's horrible. Horrible. I will throw that away. If that would have not come off of like, oh, I thought a piece broke. I was like, what? If I'd have bought that in the States and would not have bought that in Canada, that would be on its way back right now. But under the circumstances, I'm not going to mail that back to Canada. They were like $34. By the time I paid shipping back to Canada and everything, it's probably not worth my time and effort. I think the Americans are like 70 some dollars, but sometimes you get what you paid for. If I would have seen those sooner and not these, I would have definitely bought those and supported American companies, but I didn't, and I paid for it. I want you all to not buy this product. I want to save you all some money. If you see this on Amazon, if you see this anywhere, avoid it and go with the American made company. I wish I'd have seen them sooner. I could have saved myself about 40 bucks. Again, that company's called Hooke, H-O-O-K-E, and I believe the American company, like I said, that I will be ordering from, and if it's a fail, I'll tell you guys too, but I don't believe it will. I've seen a few reviews on that, and I've never seen anything on these. But you'll see something now. I believe it's called Mish, M-I-C-H-S, I think is what it's called. Wait for that video to come up and we'll do this whole thing again. I'm glad I get to take my seats all back out and everything again. It makes me happy. I appreciate that, Hooke. But anyway, there again, saved you guys some money. Learn from me, don't waste it. Appreciate y'all watching this video. Epic fail video. Please like, share, and subscribe. See you guys next time.